Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome all to today's reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We've been reading from Madhya Lila chapter 9. Lord Chaitanya's travels to the holy places. Verse number 241. We should be continuing today from Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhaite Girim Yat Kripa Tamham Vande Shri Gurum Din Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hari Om Tat Sat. बहुयत्ने से पंथी नीला लेखाइया अनंत पद्मनाभ आइला हर्षित लेना. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu copied the Brahma Samhita and afterwards with great pleasure went to a place known as Ananta Padmanabha, purported by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Concerning Ananta Padmanabha, one should refer to Madhya Lila chapter 1, text number 115, verse number 242. Dinadui Padmanabhera Kaila Darshana Anande Dekhite Aila Shri Janardana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained for 2 or 3 days at Ananta Padmanabha and visited the temple there. Then with great ecstasy he went to see the temple of Shri Janardana. Purport: the temple of Shri Janardana is situated 26 miles north of Trivandrum near the Varakala railway station. Verse 243. Dinadui Tahan Kari Kirtana Nartana Payaswini Aisha Dekhe Shankar Narayan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted and danced at Sri Janardhan for 2 days. He then went to the bank of the Payaswini river and visited the temple of Shankar Narayan. Verse number 244. Shringeri Mathe Aila Shankaracharya Sthane Matsya Tirtha Dekhi Kaila Tung Bhadraya Snane. There he saw the monastery known as Shringeri Math, the abode of Acharya Shankar. He then visited Matsya Tirth, a place of pilgrimage, and took a bath in the river of Tungbhadra. Purport: the monastery known as Shringeri Math is situated in the province of Mysore, which is Mahishasur in the olden time, in the district of Shimoga. This monastery is located on the left bank of the river Tungbhadra, 7 miles south of Hariharpura. The real name of this is Shringagiri or Shringaverpuri, and it is the headquarters of Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya had 4 principal disciples and he established 4 centers under their management. In North India, at Badrikashram, the monastery named Jyotirmath was established. At Purushottam, the Govardhana or Govardhan monastery was established. In Dwarka, the Sharada monastery was established. And the 4th monastery established in the south of India is known as Shringeri Math. In the Shringeri Math, the sannyasis assume the designations Saraswati, Bharati and Puri. They are all Ekdandi sannyasis, distinguished from the Vaishnav sannyasis who are known as Tridandi sannyasis. The Shringeri Math is situated in South India in a portion of the country known as Andhra, Dravid, Karnataka and Kerala. The community is called Bhuvi Bar and the dynasty is called Bhur Bhuva. The place is called Rameshwar and the slogan is Aham Brahmasmi. The deity is Lord Varaha and the energetic power is Kamakshi. The Acharya is Hasta Malika and the Brahmachari assistants of the sannyasis are known as Chaitanya. The place of pilgrimage is called Tungbhadra and the subject for Vedic studies is the Yajur Veda. Is the Yajurveda. Verse number 244. We are continuing this verse. There's more purport. The list of the disciplic succession from Shankaracharya is available, and names of the acharyas and the dates according to the Shaka era or Shakabda are as follows: Shankaracharya 622, Shaka, Sureshwaracharya 630, Bodhanacharya 680, Janardana Jnanadhanacharya 768, Jnanottama Shivacharya 827, Jnanagiri Acharya 871, Simhagiri Acharya 958, Ishwar Tirth 1019, Narsimha Tirth 1067, Vidya Tirth Vidya Shankara 1150, Bharati Krishna Tirth 1250, Vidya Aranya Bharati 1253, Chandrasekhar Bharati 1290, Narsimha Bharati 1309, Purushottam Bharati 1328, Shankarananda 1350, Chandrasekhar Bharati 1371, Narsimha Bharati 1386, Purushottam Bharati 1394, Ramachandra Bharati 1430, Narsimha Bharati 1479, Narsimha Bharati 1485, Dhanamadi Narsimha Bharati 1498, Abhinav Narsimha Bharati 1521, Sachidananda Bharati 1544, Narsimha Bharati 1585, Sachidananda Bharati 1627, Abhinav Sachidananda Bharati 1663, Nrisimha Bharati 1689, Sachidananda Bharati 1692, Abhinav Sachidananda Bharati 1730, Narsimha Bharati 1739, Sachidananda Shiva Bhinva Vidya Narsimha Bharati 1788. Regarding Shankaracharya, it is understood that he was born in the year 608 of the Shakabda era in the month of Vaishak, on the third day of the waxing moon in the place in South India known as Kaladi. His father's name was Shivaguru, and he lost his father at an early age. When Shankaracharya was only 8 years old, he completed his study of all scriptures and took sannyas from Govinda, who was residing on the banks of the Narmada. After accepting sannyas, Shankaracharya stayed with his spiritual master for some days. He then took his permission to go to Varanasi, and from there he went to Badrikashram, where he stayed until his 12th year. While there, he wrote the commentary on Brahma Sutra as well as 10 Upanishads and Bhagavad-Gita. He also wrote Sanat Sujatiya and Narasimha Tapini. Among his many disciples, his 4 chief disciples are Padmapad, Sureshwar, Hasta Malaka and Trotaka. After departing from Varanasi, Shankaracharya went to Prayag, where he met a great learned scholar called Kumarila Bhatta. Shankaracharya wanted to discuss the authority of the scriptures, but Kumarila Bhatta, being on his deathbed, sent him to his disciple Mandana in the city of Mahishmati. It was there that Shankaracharya defeated Mandana Mishra in a discussion of the Shastra. Mandana had a wife named Saraswati or Ubhay Bharati, who served as a mediator between Shankaracharya and her husband. It is said that she wanted to discuss erotic principles and amorous love with Shankaracharya, but Shankaracharya had been a brahmachari since birth and therefore had no experience in amorous love. He took a month's leave from Ubhay Bharati and by his mystic power entered the body of a king who had recently died. In this way, Shankaracharya experienced the erotic principles. After attaining this experience, he wanted to discuss erotic principles with Ubhay Bharati, but without hearing his discussion, she blessed him and assured that the continuous existence of the Sringeri Mutt. She then took leave of material life. Afterwards, Mandana Mishra took the order of sannyas from Shankaracharya and became known as Sureshwar. Shankaracharya defeated many scholars throughout India and converted them to his Mayavad philosophy. He left the material body at the age of 33. As far as Matsya Tirth is concerned, it was supposedly situated beside the ocean in the district of Malabar. Verse 245, Madhvacharya sthane aila yanha tatvadi udupite Krishna dekhi tahan haila premon madi. So this purport seems very long. We'll try to finish it. Caitanya Mahāprabhu next arrived at the place of Madhvacharya, where the philosophers known as Tattvavadis resided. He stayed there at a place known as Udupi, where he saw the deity of Lord Krishna and became mad with ecstasy. Purport: Shripad Madhvacharya took his birth at Udupi, which is situated in the South Kannada district of South India, just west of Sayadri. This is the chief city of South Kannada province and is near the city of Mangalore, which is situated to the south of Udupi. In the city of Udupi is a place called Pajaka Kshetra, where Madhvacharya took his birth in a Shivali Brahmana dynasty as the son of Madhyageha Bhatta in the year 1040 of Shakabda. According to some, he was born in the year 1160 Shakabda. In his childhood, Madhvacharya was known as Vasudeva, and there are some wonderful stories surrounding him. It is also said that his father piled up many debts when Madhvacharya converted tamarind seeds into actual coins to pay them off. When he was 5 years old, he was offered the sacred thread. One demon named Maniman lived near his abode in the form of a snake. At the age of 5, Madhvacharya killed that snake with the toe of his left foot. When his mother was very disturbed, he would appear before her in one jump. He was a great scholar even in childhood, and although his father did not agree, he accepted sannyas at the age of 12. After receiving sannyas from Achyuta Preksha, he received the name Purna Pragya Tirtha. After traveling all over India, he finally discussed the scriptures with Vidya Shankara, the exalted leader of Sringeri Mutt. Vidya Shankar was actually diminished in the presence of Madhvacharya. Accompanied by Satyatirth, Madhvacharya went to Badrikashram. It was there that he met Vyasadeva and explained his commentary on Bhagavad-Gita before him. Thus he became a great scholar by studying before Vyasadeva. By the time he came to the Anand Mutt from Badrikashram, Madhvacharya had finished his commentary on Bhagavad-Gita. His companion Satyatirth wrote down the entire commentary. When Madhvacharya returned from Badrikashram, he went to Ganajama, which is on the bank of river Godavari. He met there with two learned scholars named Shobhana Bhatta and Swami Shastri. Later, these scholars became known as a disciplic succession of Madhvacharya as Padmanabha Tirth and Narahari Tirth. When he returned to Udupi, he would sometimes bathe in the ocean. On such an occasion, he composed one prayer in 5 chapters. Once, while sitting beside the sea engrossed in meditation upon Lord Krishna, he saw that a large boat containing goods for Dwarka was in danger. He gave some signs by which the boat could approach the shore, and it was saved. The owners of the boat wanted to give him a present, and at the time Madhvacharya agreed to take some Gopi Chandan. He received a big lump of Gopi Chandan, and as it was being brought to him, he broke apart and revealed a large deity of Lord Krishna. The deity had a stick in one hand and a lump of food in the other. As soon as Madhvacharya received the deity of Krishna in this way, he composed a prayer. The deity was so heavy that not even 30 people could raise it. Madhvacharya personally brought this deity to Udupi. Madhvacharya had 8 disciples, all of whom took sannyas from him and became directors of his 8 monasteries. Worship of the Lord Krishna deity is still going on at Udupi according to the plans of Madhvacharya established. Madhvacharya then for the second time visited Badrikashram. While he was passing through Maharashtra, the local king was digging a big lake for the public's benefit. As Madhvacharya passed through the area, that with his disciples, he was also obliged to help in the excavation. After some time, when Madhvacharya visited the king, he engaged the king in the work and departed with his disciples. Often in the province of Ganga Pradesh, there are fights between Hindus and Mohammedans. The Hindus were on the bank of the river and the Mohammedans on the other. Due to the community tension, no boat was available for the crossing the river. The Mohammedan soldiers were always stopping passengers on the other side, but Madhvacharya did not care for these soldiers. He crossed the river anyway, and when he met the soldiers on the other side, he was brought before the king. The Mohammedan king was so pleased with him that he wanted to give him a kingdom and some money, but Madhvacharya refused. While walking on the road, he was attacked by some dacoits, and by his bodily strength, he killed them all. When his companion Satyatirth was attacked by a tiger, Madhvacharya separated him then by the virtue of his great strength. When he met Vyasadeva, he received from him the Shalagram Shila known as Ashtamurti. After this, he summarized the Mahabharata. Madhvacharya's devotion to the Lord and his erudite scholarship are known throughout India. Because of this, the owners of the Sringeri Mutt established by Shankaracharya became a little perturbed. At the time, the followers of Shankaracharya were afraid of Madhvacharya's rising power, and they began to tease Madhvacharya's disciples in many ways. There was even an attempt to prove that the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya was not in the line with the Vedic principles. One person named Pundarik Puri, a follower of the Mayavad philosophy of Shankaracharya, came before Madhvacharya to discuss the Shastras. It is said that all of the Madhvacharya's books were taken away, but later they were found with the help of King Jaisimha, ruler of Kumla. In discussion, Pundarik Puri was defeated by Madhvacharya. A great personality named Trivikramacharya, who was a resident of Vishnu Mangala, became Madhvacharya's disciple, and his son later became Narayanacharya, the composer of Sri Madhva Vijaya. After the death of the Trivikramacharya, the younger brother of Narayanacharya took sannyas and later became known as Vishnu Tirth. At that time, it was reputed that there was no limit to the bodily strength of Purna Pragya Madhvacharya. There was a person named Karnachari who was famed for possessing the strength of 30 men. Madhvacharya placed the big toe of his foot upon the ground and asked the man to separate it from the ground, but the great strong man could not do so even after great effort. Srila Madhvacharya passed from the material world at the age of 80 while writing a commentary on Aitareya Upanishad. For further information about Madhvacharya, one should read Madhva Vijaya by Narayana Acharya. The Acharyas of the Madhva Sampradaya established Udupi as the chief center, and the monastery there was known as Uttaradi Matha. A list of the different centers of the Madhvacharya Sampradaya can be found at Udupi, and their Matha commanders are Vishnu Tirth, that is Shoda Matha of the Shoda Matha, Shanardan of Tirth of the Krishnapura Matha, Vamana Tirth of the Karuna Matha, Narsimha Tirth of the Adamara Matha, Upendra Tirth of the Puttugi Matha, Ram Tirth of Shirura Matha, Rishikesh Tirth of the Palimara Matha, and Akshobhya Tirth of the Pejavara Matha. The disciplic succession of the Madhvacharya Sampradaya is as follows: Hamsa Paramatma, number 2 Chaturmukha Brahma, 3rd Sanakadi, 4th Durvasa, 5th Jnana Nidhi, 6th Garuda Vahan, 7th Kaivalya Tirth, 8th Jnanesh Tirth, 9th Paratirth, 10th Satya Pragya Tirth, 11th Pragya Tirth, 12th Achyut Prekshacharya Tirth, 13th Sri Madhvacharya, 1040 Shaka, 14th Padmanabha, 1120 Nathari, 1127 Madhva, 1136 and Akshobhya, 1159. 15th Jaya Tirth, 1167, 16th Vidya Dhiraja, 1190, 17th Kavindra, 1255, 18th Vagisha, 1261, 19th Ramchandra, 1269, 20th Vidyanidhi, 1298, 21st Sri Raghunath, 1366, 22nd Rayu Varya, who spoke Vishya Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, 1424, number 23rd Raghuttama, 1471, 24th Vedavyasa, 1517, 25th Vidya Dhisha, 1541, 26th Vedanidhi, 1553, 27th number Satyavrata, 1557, 28th number Satyanidhi, 1560, 29th Satyanatha, 1528, 30th Satya Benaba, 1595, Satya Purna, 1628, 32nd Satya Vijaya, 1648, 33rd Satya Priya, 1659, 34 Satya Bodha, 1666, Satya Sandha, number 35, year was 1745, number 36 Satyavrata in the year 1716, 37 number Satya Dharma in the year 1719, 30th number Satya Sankalpa in the year 1752, 39 Satya Santushta 1763, Satya Parayan 1763, Satya Kam 1785, number 42nd Satyeshta 1793, 43rd Satya Parakram year 1794, number 44 Satyadhira year 1801, and Satyadhira Tirtha in the year 1808. This was the 45th in the disciplic succession. After the 16th Acharya Vidyadhi Raja Tirtha, there was another disciplic succession including Rajendra Tirth 1254, Vijayadvaja Purushottam Subramanya Vyasaraya 1570-1520. Then 19th Acharya Ramchandra Tirth had another disciplic succession including Vibhudhendra 1218, Jitamitra 1348, Raghunandan, Surendra, Vijendra, Sudhindra, Raghavendra Tirth, all in the year 1545. To date, in the Udupi monastery, there are another 14 Madhva Tirtha sannyasis. As stated, Udupi is situated in South Kannada, about 36 miles from north of Bangalore. It is situated between the sea, beside the sea. This information is available from South Kannada Manual and Bombay Gazette. Verse 246. Nartak Gopal dekhe param mohane madhvacharya swapne diya aila tamre sthane. Verse 247. Sorry, the translation of the above verses. While at the Udupi monastery, Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu saw dancing Gopal, a most beautiful deity. This deity appeared to Madhvacharya in a dream. Verse 247. Gopi Chandan Tare Achila Dingate Madhvacharya say Krishna Paila Kon Mate. Madhvacharya had somehow or other acquired the deity of Krishna from a help of a Gopi Chandan, but that had been transported in a boat. Verse 248 Madhvacharya Ani Tandre Karila Sthapana Adyavadhi Seva Kare Tattvavadi Gana. Madhvacharya brought this dancing Gopal deity to Udupi and installed him in the temple. Today, the following followers of the Madhvacharya known as Tattvavadis worship this deity. Verse 249 Krishna Murti Dekhi Prabhu Mahasukha Paila Prema Veshe Bahu Krishna Nitya Gita Kaila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu received great pleasure in seeing this beautiful form of Gopal. For a long time he danced and chanted in ecstatic love. Verse 250 Tattvavadi Gana Prabhu ke Mahayavadi Kyane Pratham Darshane Prabhu ke Nakaila Sambhashane. At first sight, the Tattvavadi Vaishnavas considered Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a Mayavadi sannyasi. Therefore, they did not talk to him. Verse 251 Pache Prema Veshe Dekhi Haila Chamatkar Vaishnav Gyane Bahut Kaila Satya. Later, after seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in ecstatic love, they were struck with wonder. Then, considering him a Vaishnav, they gave him a nice reception. So we'll continue our reading from verse 252 next time, from chapter 9 of the Madhya Lila. Thank you for joining. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samvet Gaura Bhaktinda ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.